Hey, Poly Parents, and welcome to a new season of the Poly 10. My name's Nick.
I'm Yvette,
and we're your hosts for today's episode. Dude, have you seen what they're doing with the math and science building?
You didn't know? All the classes moved into the new building, you silly little goose.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, let's go check them out.
You've seen the campus, you've been around, you see there's still a lot of construction going on and there's a lot of things behind fences. Was supposed to be completed November of this year. It's not going to be done in a month. We're at least, I want to say, 2 years away from looking like this.
The new building, it felt a lot more modern and I liked it a lot more than all the bricks and it just felt more inviting. I think the old building is more sentimental and I feel like I have more memories there. So I'm always going to like it more, but I think the new style is better.
There's a few drawbacks. It's lacking a 13th and 14th lab station. That would be nice. Really great views from the second floor. Sorry guys on the first floor. I have a feeling that a lot of the concrete is gonna crack. It's supposed to crack a little. I'm expecting a lot of the concrete to crack up, which means we could just repair it. But still, it's a little soon for a brand new building to be developing a bunch of cracks, don't you think?
I stepped into the building before anything was put in. It felt very eerie with nothing going on, really. I don't know how I feel about how everything's all white. I wish it was more decorated.
It feels really great to be in the new library. It's spacious, it has great lighting. We're getting a lot more students in the library all day, so that's really exciting. I have a ton of student volunteers that come in every day before school, after school, and at lunch. They get to earn their service hours and they also get to be a part of the library community. I just want to invite any student who hasn't been in the library yet to come in. The library is not just a house for books, it's a community, it's a learning commons, it's a place for students to study.
I'm really excited about the new Polygon that's going to be. I know right now it's all fenced off and it's something that means a lot to the seniors. It's going to be a very wide open space and they're going to totally fix it up when everything's done. So I think, that's the history behind Poly, having that Polygon. So when that comes back, I think it's going to be really special for everyone. Poly is an amazing campus and it's really exciting to see all of these new changes. I know that even with the changes, we have our Poly culture embedded here and the infrastructure and the buildings might look a little different, but we're still Poly and we're still the same.
Dude, there's so many new buildings now, huh?
Yeah, we also have a new principal, Mr. Rich.
Oh, really? I wonder what he's like.
Well, we haven't had a long-term principal in a while, so let's go check in with him, you little goose.
I am Mr. Rich, and I'm the principal at Poly. I was principal at some other schools. I was assistant principal, and I was a school teacher for 18 years, social studies.
Can you describe some of your responsibilities here at Poly?
So principal has a lot of responsibilities, but our number one responsibility is the safety and health of students and ensuring that you're learning through the day and getting the best experience possible while you're at school.
Can you tell me about how you felt when you found out you got the job here at Poly?
So when I got the job and I was notified, I was very excited because this was the actual school that I wanted to be at out of all the schools that I had applied. So it was a super exciting moment for me.
So how have the staff and the students been treating you here?
So I love the students. The students are really cool. Haven't had the opportunity to see them all and meet them all, but I've really enjoyed who I've met. Everyone's been very welcoming, and it's a really nice staff. I enjoy coming to work every day.
What plans do you have for the future of Poly?
Plans I have is just try to get the teachers, students, and community, parents involved in the planning of the community. So it's not my plans, but it's like our plans, and so that we can move forward and make it student-centered and really focus in on our students, especially our students who are accomplishing things that don't get recognized all the time, but deserve that recognition. So I really want to push it in that direction, but it has to be all of us working together.
What would you like to tell the students to keep them encouraged to be good in school and to have school spirit?
So thank you, great question. So I will say leadership has been doing a great job with trying to get school spirit back, but one thing I want the students to know is it's really important to me, school, that there's a lot more activities for students to do and that they are enjoying the school day, not just in the classrooms, but the opportunities to have fun. So hopefully as we move forward, we'll start seeing a lot more school spirit and people buying into being proud to be at Poly.
that's a nice sweater. Where'd you get it?
This? Oh, I just got this from the Encore.
What's that?
Oh, it's the thrift store run by our fellow poly students. These little goose. They have a lot of cool things there.
Why do you keep calling
Well,
me
let's
that?
go check out what the thrift store has to offer.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer.
Excuse me, how much does your fit cost?
Well, the coat was $5. The tie was $2. The shirt was only $4.
And what about that awesome hat you got on?
Oh, my hat? The hat was also $2.
And where'd you get these awesome affordable clothes from?
I got these clothes at the Encore thrift shop.
Encore thrift shop? What is that?
It's a thrift shop at Poly High School where you can get cheap and affordable clothes.
My name is Mrs. Fischler. I teach in the IDM program at Poly High School. It's the alternate curriculum students that aren't getting diplomas. They're getting a certificate of completion. Encore is open every day during period 1, 2, and 4, and then it's open at lunchtime on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So the items in Encore are pretty much anything anyone can think of. Everything that comes into Encore is donated. So sometimes it's teachers that donate, sometimes it's community members, sometimes it's just people I know that know I collect stuff. Students can donate too. If you want to donate, you can bring things and just leave them by the door by room 90, or you can bring it to room 80 in the morning, and we'd greatly appreciate it.
Have you bought anything from the Poly thrift shop?
I bought a shirt.
And how much did this shirt cost?
The shirt costed about $3.
I bought a Tommy Hilfiger knit sweater.
And how much did it cost you?
$3.
And so how did this benefit you?
Well, it's really easy to style. I could accessorize it. Sometimes I even use it for practice.
A kid comes in, he doesn't bring his jacket, it's raining, he's cold, buys a jacket for $2, he's out there, he's happy, he feels much better. So I like that we can provide comfort.
She's finally not here. But the start of the new year brings the start of the fall sports, one of which being football. Pass me the ball, man.
My ball. Nice try, you silly little goose. Let's go check out how the football team is feeling.
The Poly football team has suffered a loss of 4 games in the past month. So we asked players on the team how they feel about the losses and the backlash that comes with it.
My name's Alex Dorado and I play linebacker. Usually after a loss, I talk to my teammates and give them words of advice so they don't feel down on the loss. I don't think backlash affects us. Instead, it helps motivate us to prove people wrong and just do better.
My name is Michael Reyes. As a left guard, my job is to protect my quarterback and protect my runners. My thoughts on the backlash, it does give you something to play for, but it also is pretty stressful. It feels like you're getting beat down all the time, when in reality we are physically getting beat down all the time.
Lack of support hurts a football team because it's very, very important for a team to feel wanted by their school, by their community, because it gives us, something to fight for.
Football is a game. It's a competitive game and you're putting your full spirit into it, but no matter what, there will be another game.
It can either build you up or bring you down, so you have to love your teammates to even love the sport.
Championship teams need chemistry, feel that support is necessary to carry a team, carry a program, and it definitely adds to a winning mentality.
Good day. Hey, break on me, break on 3. 1, 2, 3, break!
Nick, are you on the tennis team?
I am actually, yeah. I'm actually gonna go practice today.
Oh, really? Where's the courts now?
Well, they used to be on campus, but now we have to go to Brantford Park to practice.
You poor silly goose. Well, let's go check in how the tennis team is doing.
Poly High School has been without tennis courts since construction began. This issue has persisted for 2 years. The lack of courts forces players to practice at a nearby park.
As a tennis team manager, what upsets me the most is the fact that we had to make many changes to our practice routines. The boys team can't really practice much. Most of the time, it's only just 3 players from the boys team who gets to practice during off season. It's gonna be hard to train the new players. As the manager, I also need to practice, so I won't be able to teach them as much as I'd like to.
So having no courts at school has been a major disadvantage for us, mostly because I've been here for 4 years and I've noticed that with 2 tennis courts as opposed to 4, we're limited in how much we can do. Especially when trying to separate JV and varsity, we often have to practice together and that often does not allow us to prosper as much as we'd like us to. Commuting from Poly to my home to the tennis practice has been an obvious disadvantage, mostly because we have to accommodate every girl's commute, so it's not necessarily as convenient as it is to go from the school to the other part of the school. We have to drive all the way to Brantford Park, and then we also have to accommodate for the fact that it is a public tennis court, so we usually don't have the courts at times, and we have to move around that, so it's overall just not as coherent as we'd like it to be.
I have to admit, I'm losing a little bit of patience with waiting for the new courts that were promised 2 and 3 years ago. Like, it's starting to wear on me a bit because the athletes are so excited about our courts that never seem to materialize. Last year, both teams made it to the team tournament, which hasn't happened in years and years and years with tennis courts on campus. So I'm so proud of our student athletes because they are moving to the next level of tennis. They're making it into the team tournament with all these issues that keep them from having the same amount of practice that other teams have. You know, we go with what we have, we build what we have, and we work together as a team.
For our next segment,
What was that?
I think he's an SRLA, you know, students run in LA. He's a little goose.
Stop saying that. Dude!
Well, with all this running, he's probably preparing for the marathon. Let's go check in with SRLA.
Running truly feels like freedom.
This rush of energy going through your body, your feet pounding on cement, muscles are growing, just getting stronger.
Running is a total body experience. It's feeling the soreness of your muscles. It's feeling the excitement of the finish line. There's no other feeling in the world.
5,280. That's how many feet in a mile. Multiply that by 26.2, and that's the same distance that SRLA runs every single year. SRLA, or Students Run Los Angeles, run a marathon every year, which is the same distance from Dodger Stadium all the way to Santa Monica. That's insane. But why would you want to do that? Why run at all?
I joined honestly because Mr. Brown convinced me to join, and I wanted to do something crazy, and running a marathon, that was insane. So that's why I joined. I wanted a challenge.
I run to clear my thoughts. I was in a real pothole, you know, even though like I didn't look like it. Going around school, I have a big smile, but you know, TMI, but, you know, I used to run, and that's what helps me, you know, go through every day.
I run because I wanted to lose weight, and before SRLA I had a really weak mindset, and SRLA has shown me that, you know, I ran 26.2 miles, so I can literally do anything I can put my mind to.
SRLA is a huge mental impact, so I've ran 6 marathons, and I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't get nervous every marathon morning. And I've done it before. Before every 5K, every 10K, every 15K, every half marathon, I still have butterflies in my stomach because it's a new accomplishment that I'm having that year.
Physically, it has given me a lot more endurance. Mentally, I feel like it made me a lot stronger, and being able to run a marathon and knowing that you did it, it really makes you know you could do a lot more if you put your mind to it.
I think that the hardest part of SRLA is going to the practices and making time outside of school for the practices.
As the season progresses, like the mileages do increase, and it does take up most of my day. Like sometimes I have to move plans around because of SRLA.
I think the most challenging part would be committing, just because it really is time consuming and it takes up at least 4 days out of the week.
Now, sure, you're training for a marathon, and you will run a marathon, but in the process, you're learning about yourself. You're learning what your limitations are. You're learning how to overcome those limitations. You're learning how to be part of a team. And most importantly, you're learning to believe in yourself.
Well, this episode's finally over, guys.
Remember, teachers and students, if you have any ideas for the Poly 10, reach out to us in room 93.
And if you want to be a part of Poly 10, then ask your counselor for filmmaking.
Film journalism, you silly little goose. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.